Hi guys, Shattered Glass Heart or Larty Chic here. Today I'm actually going to do a little bit of an overview on how to actually use Proactiv solution. Now, Proactiv solution, most people actually when they purchase it, they get a core 3-step kit. What this kit actually includes are 3 products. First being your renewing cleanser. Second being your toner, which I'm almost out of, your revitalizing toner. And step 3 being your repairing treatment. All 3 of those come in the core, and 9 out of 10 times when you actually order a kit from Proactiv, or you go to a kiosk, whatever happens to be in your area, or a Zoom machine, they actually give you a free gift of a little 1-ounce refining mask, which will actually last you absolutely forever, because you're only supposed to use this every other day, or if you have like severe breakouts every once in a while. This is amazing because what it does, it reduces the swelling. It's a little amazing tool that I absolutely love and use. That is the core product. That's what I'm going to mainly focus on today, but there are some other things that you can actually purchase. They do have a 4 and a 5-piece set as well. The 4-piece set actually comes with a moisturizer, which I don't have. I actually use in substitution for that. I actually use the Sheer Tint, which actually is their moisturizer. It just has the SPF 15, but it just has a small note of the actual tint for foundation in it. So it's like a liquid foundation, but you're getting your moisturizer with it as well. In the 5-piece kit, you actually also get a daily oil control, and now I believe it's advanced daily oil control, but this stuff lasts forever. This is the very last step that you're going to use for that, which is amazing. And then I actually like to use, if you look at my face right here, as you can see on the kind of side of my face, I'm starting to use actually their dark spot corrector, which used to be called their skin lightening lotion. I believe the main ingredient in that is actually hydroquinone, which is a skin lightening agent, and it's 2%, which is technically the legal limit on what you're supposed to use. And unlike other lightening serums out there, it's not a serum, it's actually more of a, if you look here, liquid base. So whenever you use it, you just put it on your face, and that hydroquinone actually takes about 6 to 8 weeks to actually completely lighten your skin. Now, the first thing that you obviously want to do when you're applying the Proactiv solution is actually make sure that you wipe your face off if you're wearing any makeup. Use a makeup remover. Don't use step 1 before doing so, because it actually contains 2.5 benzoyl peroxide, which is the part of the treatment for it, which will bring up all the dead skin cells and everything else that might be on there. But you want to make sure that you're removing your makeup first, just because if you use that on top of your makeup, it's going to actually push everything down into your pores. So what you want to do, I'm actually using little generic Up and Up from Target's makeup removing cloths. Everyone makes them. Proactiv has their own. ELF makes them. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and remove any makeup that you might be wearing beforehand, and I have my face on, so it's going to come off before, obviously, because this is my nightly routine for what I do for my face. I do it once in the morning and once at night. If you're first starting out though, you only want to do this once a day for 5 days until your skin actually gets used to the Proactiv solution. And then from there you can do it twice a day, once in the morning and once before you go to bed at night. I also want to mention that when you're using this, you want to make sure that you're also using a white washcloth, because like I said earlier, step 1 and step 3 also contain 2.5 benzoyl peroxide, which is a lightening agent whenever you're wearing any darker clothes. So you want to make sure that you are using a white washcloth. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you about how much of each product to apply and what to do. First, like I said, you're going to use the renewing cleanser, which is this guy right here. And they say to use about a dime size amount of the renewing cleanser. What I do, I personally go ahead and use that dime size, and it may not seem like it's enough for your face, but if you look at a dime size, that's a dime size. It's actually a pretty large quantity for your face. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and wet your face. What I do is use the washcloth with some warm water and then scrub this into vigorously in a circular motion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna turn on the warm water here in my sink. Put on my washcloth. Go ahead and wipe my face off with the warm water. And then go ahead and take that dime size amount and rub it into your face like so. And as you can see, it does go a long way. And it's covering my whole face. And what that does, you shouldn't be scrubbing too hard. It's gently exfoliating any of that dead skin, like I said earlier, off of your face. And putting some of that medicine, that benzoyl peroxide, into your skin. And then what I do, I take the moistened washcloth one more time and go back over my face and gently remove the scrub. So that'll actually cool all that off for you. And then you want to just take a dry towel or washcloth, again making sure it's white or light colored cloth, and dabbing it. You don't want to ruin your good towels for whenever people come over. And when you're done with that, you're going to need either a cotton pad or a cotton swab to actually go ahead and do step 2, being your toner, which again I'm almost out of. I need to make a run to either Zoom kiosk or one of our kiosks in the area to actually get some toner. So you're going to squirt about 5 to 6 drops on it. You don't want to soak the entire cotton ball or cotton pad. I just prefer the pads because I've noticed that the balls tend to actually absorb the toner that's there. But as you can see, it's only a small portion. It's about that large of the cotton pad that's wet. And you're going to take that toner and that pad and go ahead and wipe your skin. And that's going to pull up any of that dirt and oils that the scrub left behind. So you're just going to pull all that off. You might feel a slight tingling, but it shouldn't hurt. What it's doing is just getting down at the pores and helping you healing. Cleaning all that gunk out. And then the final step is going to be your treatment. Now this, they recommend about a pea size, which again, a little bit does go a long way. So you may not think that a pea size amount of step 3, the treatment itself, isn't going to cover your whole face. But that is a pea size. It is incredibly large whenever you're putting it on your face, and it's straight 2.5 benzoyl peroxide. So this is actually going to go straight to the source and close up your pores. So it's actually doing a great job of actually treating it because it is the treatment. So you're just going to go over your face, close up those pores by putting the treatment in. Let it dry. Now, this is where you would normally stop if you are using the 3-piece treatment.